How's it going, everybody? With a little delay, here's the last video for the 3 big reworks of this season. I'm going to hold off on the rest of the cast until we know what Ubisoft's next plans are. Whether we get additional reworks next season or if they have plans for completely new characters. But let's get going. Like every time, even if nothing's changed, Conqueror's Guardbreak Followup is still a side heavy for 25 damage. On a heavy parry, you get a shield bash into light. Instead of just doing the light, you always want to follow this up with a bash. You do additional stamina damage, and when feats come into play, you also do 10 more damage. A light parry gives you a top heavy for 33 damage. An out of stamina light parry gives you just light. Now for his wall throw. You always get a top heavy even on really short distance throws. If you're someone that can gauge distance really well, then you have an additional option. On side throws with proper distance, you can fully charge your heavy. This clocks in at 44 damage. But be careful, if you're absolute max distance, you might even whiff. To be totally fair, this happened exactly once during testing, but well, just be aware of it, and to be on the safe side, move towards your opponent. When you're out of stamina and trying for a wall bang, the whole thing is similar, as in you have to be aware of the distance to the wall. Very short throws will get your heavy blocked. The further you get away, the better. Medium throws allow for a side, and long range throws for a top heavy. You can even change your stance after the throw. This is not the case when your opponent is out of stamina and you throw him towards a wall. Here you need to be aware of your guard. You absolutely want to be in top stance. This means that you need to change your guard while you guard break your opponent at the very latest. If done correctly, this punish clocks in at 63 damage with 2 top heavies. If no wall is nearby, you want to make sure that you are in side stance before throwing. The key to making this work is to keep moving into the direction of your throw. This means if you throw to the right, you keep your left stick to the right. Or if you play with mouse and keyboard, you hold down the D key. Your guard and direction of your throw don't have to be the same, but you do have to move towards your opponent and be in side stance. The whole punish nets you a total of 55 damage. It's the same when parrying an out of stamina opponent. You get 2 side heavies, or side into top, but the damage stays the same. When you parry with revenge activation, just stick to a charge top heavy. That's 58 damage without gear. And now to what a lot of Conqueror's fighting revolves around, his shield bashes. His running shield bash confirms a normal shield bash, which then confirms a light. Actually all his shield bashes just confirm a light now, with the single exception that follow-up bashes after an attack can also wall splat. Those follow the same rules as his other wall splats and net you a top heavy. His superior block dodge, it also gives you a shield bash. And that about sums it up. I think I covered everything, but if I have forgotten anything or you have additional questions, let me know in the comments. I hope the video was helpful. Thanks for watching. Laters everybody.